Hey, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Daily Brew. I feel like we're off to a good start today. You're saying that rain's moving out of here. We're going to talk about weather here in a little bit. But I think the best part is all this rain we've had, all the lakes and everything are full. So like the rafting, the floating, all that good stuff. Ready to go.
Ready. Just in time for summer.
Yeah, ready for that. All right, so let's kick off today with a bit of sad news today. The co-founder of the Beach Boys, Brian Wilson, has died at the age of 82. It looks like they're in California on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They've started, putting flowers to commemorate him and his legacy and life. Really cool. But for the Beach Boys, no American band ever produced more top 40 hits, right? And we know that's true because there's a lot of good songs out there. Some of my favorites, I think, would be Kokomo. That's a good one. And then what are some of you guys'?
Mine's Surfing USA, of course.
Or Wouldn't It Be Nice?
That's a good one. That'll be stuck in my head all day now.
I loved the Beach Boys. They signed with Capitol Records whenever Brian Wilson was 20 years old. He was the oldest there and last surviving brother of the trio band.
This part's crazy.
Yeah. A little fact here. Literally, he never, ever surfed.
Wild. They just picked a theme and they stuck with it and they did it well. They had me convinced. It sounded like they were surfing all the time. My favorite song, Surfing USA.
I know. You wouldn't think that, right? You would think, hey, these guys, they're surfers. They hang at the beach. It's done.
Yeah. But you know what? They probably inspired a lot of people to go out to the beach and surf.
I love it. I love it.
That's so funny. I feel like at that point you get to a point like I've never seen Harry Potter, and I feel like at this point I'm just not going to see Harry Potter because.
Well, maybe you should like take a weekend.
But I'm saying like maybe that's them with surfing. Like they got to a point where they were like, we've never done it, so why do it?
Yeah, I guess so. But you got to watch the Harry Potters, apparently. I haven't seen all of them, but people say, like, this is a big deal. I think we're missing out.
Yeah, they do say it's a big deal.
Right?
Are you a Twilight girl?
Yeah. Are you a Harry Potter fan?
I could never get into it. I did see the first movie. It was pretty good, but, I was never able to get into the books. It just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of people right now, like, yelling at their TVs or their phone screens
and if you love Harry
What's
Potter,
wrong with you guys?
we love that for you. I do know I'm a Gryffindor. Is that what they're called? Gryffindor?
I think
Gryffindor.
So.
Gryffindor.
Yeah,
But I took the test.
We don't know. All right, it seems that the Pope has chosen a side, the Chicago Bait, for best baseball team. What do you think it is?
Well, I know, so I shouldn't answer.
No, tell us. What is
the
it?
White Sox.
Okay.
Of course. His brother made that very clear when he was first elected Pope.
But I think still people were questioning it, though.
Yeah, I love this. I think a bride and groom came to get blessed by the Pope before or after their wedding. But it's so fun to see an American Pope, right? Like, we've never seen a Pope in a baseball hat.
Yeah.
And he's out there representing his team. I'm sure someone brought him the hat, probably.
Probably.
But it's just fun to see him put it on and having fun with the people. It's pretty cool to see this.
You know, White Sox fans are celebrating
well,
that
I
he's
mean,
one of their
he
own.
basically just blessed the team, so of course they're going to have a good season, right?
No losing now, right?
Yeah, if the Pope's on your side.
What do you do? All right, this next one I thought was really, really cool. The Las Vegas Sphere announced tickets are on sale for the Wizard of Oz at Sphere, right? It unveiled the installation with a huge 50-foot long legs sticking out. You'll see that in just a minute, which looks sort of like it's landed on the Wicked Witch of the East, like in the movie. The slippers, 22 feet tall.
That's wild. I think it'd be so cool to go to the Sphere. I've always wanted to do it. Look at that. That is so clever, too. Like, clever marketing to put it on the bottom. But I can just imagine in there because it's all around you. It's surround sound. Like, it's probably an experience like no other. The tornado scene. Like in there? I bet that's
Did that scare you when you were a little kid, the tornado scene in the original Wizard of Oz?
I can't remember. I was so young when I saw it.
I was about to have like a heart attack as a kid, like watching that, like, oh, tornadoes, Now it doesn't affect me like that much, but it was a bit of like a scary type movie when you were younger, right?
For sure. There's witches, there's tornadoes, there's a lot.
Yeah, and I felt sorry for the coward, the lion, the cowardly lion.
Yeah.
Oh.
You really got into this movie, Joe.
And Toto.
I liked Glinda because she was pink.
Pretty. All right, well, that's
Wicked,
really cool.
I think I don't know how it's going to turn out, guys.
Maybe they should do a Wicked Spear. Wouldn't that be cool? Like
That would be
in the
so
modern
cool.
version.
I could see them doing that once the second movie's out, you know, and a little bit of time has passed. I think the second movie comes out this fall.
Yeah.
So I could see them maybe doing something like that eventually just because the movie's been such a hit.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, known for Beautiful Things song, super viral on TikTok. Beautiful Things, how's that go? The Beautiful Things song? You know,
I would
you
know it if I
this
heard
song.
it, but I
Yeah.
can't think of it right now.
It's super viral on TikTok. This guy right here is their newest ambassador. He wowed the crowd with his smooth backflips. His name is
Benson Boom.
That's right.
He has really become famous for these backflips lately. I think the first time he did it was at a music award show after his song kind of went viral. And ever since, like, that's his thing. That's what he does. He always does it, like, off of surfaces. He never does it just, like, standing there, I feel like.
Yeah.
And so I think the first time he did it on an award show, it impressed a lot of people, and he just ran with it.
Isn't that cool though? Like you have this one song that's like this super viral sensation,
There's
and
a few now.
boom, you're an ambassador.
Yeah. Now he has multiple that are viral, and he's really blown up. Now, I will say, TikTok has ruined a lot of music for me, where I feel like I'm listening to like older music and not really new music anymore because you hear it so much on social media that by the time you get it on a playlist of today's top hits or something, you've heard it so many times. You don't want to hear it anymore, and then it's on the radio when you turn that on. And so I do feel
overplayed.
like social media is overplaying music for us.
Definitely.
Or
All right.
it's slowed and reverbed, and then it's even worse.
Yes.
They'll make comebacks.
The mixes that I know. All right. Well, the Congressional Baseball Game for Charity is the annual baseball game played each summer by sitting U.S. Congress members. It started all the way back in 1909, Congress teams, and they play against each other.
What a fun tradition.
Yeah, definitely. I think that would be fun any place you work or whatever, like to have a little friendly game, right?
They are getting into it. Okay, so only since 1962 has it been exclusively red versus blue. Republicans won 13-2. They kind of smoked them there a little bit. But we were talking about this morning in the newsroom. I feel like a lot of the Republican congressmen and women are younger.
Yeah.
I feel like than the other side, and so I'm wondering if that's maybe kind of why they did better, just because you had like younger, more active people. But then again, I didn't see who was competing on each team. Maybe they were just having a good day.
Yeah. Baseball games are always fun.
But these are just fun to watch. Like, and I think it's fun to see like all politics set aside and people just going out and playing a baseball game.
Yeah.
You know, and people kind of just like, you're not worrying about what's going on in the outside world politically. Like, you're just there watching them play together, have fun together, right? Because I feel like a lot of times, like, we just see them going at each other because they don't agree. But on the baseball field, they're just having fun playing a game.
For sure. I love that it raises money for the Boys and Girls Club, the Washington Nationals Dream Foundation, Washington Literacy Center, and the U.S. Capitol Police Memorial Fund. So out there for a good cause. We love that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Chipotle celebrating tomorrow with a buy one, get one, but only if you're tatted like a Chipotle bag. Before you get too excited, though, our local Chipotles aren't doing the special, right? They only alluded to there was a viral moment at Adam Levine concert in which people said his tattoos were reminiscent of a Chipotle bag. So those bags, if you didn't know, they have tons of doodles and small drawings on them.
Wait, that's fun. Who knew? We just have to go out of town to get that, right?
I think so, but, maybe not. I won't, maybe that's not worth the burrito traveling out of state to go.
Yeah, but if you are out of state for something else, you might as well grab one.
There you go. All right, a woman in the UK celebrating her 107th with a motorcycle ride. She was born in 1918.
It's amazing.
Look at her go.
She's getting around good. Like,
Yeah.
It is a dream to live to 107 and be able to hop on one of those, right?
Yeah, definitely. So look at her. She's got her legs on the side there, riding in the sidecar. She's looking
She's waving
good.
like the queen that she is. Look at her go. Okay, so she basically is a queen, Joe, because she received a card from royalty this year. King Charles literally sent her a birthday card.
That is so cool.
And so, she's just showing her royal wave. She's got it down.
Oh, yeah.
Waving to the bystanders as the motorbike made for 3. She was one of them. She said she liked it. saying it was quite nice, like being in an open car.
I mean, I feel you there because I am a big fan of convertibles. I've always had a convertible Mustang or a Jeep, you know, where the top comes off. There is nothing like a convertible, just like on a, you know, an old country road. Just, it's the best thing in the world.
The highway, they're a little much, but like
a little much, that's
on
right.
back roads and through neighborhoods or around town. A blast.
I mean, that's why country songs are made about driving down old back roads.
Yeah,
because
with the windows
it
down.
is a thing.
Oh yeah, all the things. But I want to know, have y'all ever been on one of these motorbikes?
No, not like that with the.
You've been on a motorcycle.
Yeah, they look pretty stable though.
Yeah, I've been on a motorcycle. Never been on that.
Yeah.
Looks really fun though.
It does. I mean, I could drive one of those. I'll stick you guys in the sidecars.
Okay, let's go.
Right?
Let's do it.
Let's see if we can do it here. All right, so let's talk about the weather real quick. It looks like still some rain out there in the forecast.
Yeah, and it's going to be one of those spotty hit or miss opportunities throughout the day today. Our highs are going to be in the mid to even upper 70s, lower 80s, depending on where you're watching from today. Chance of thunderstorms throughout the day. Overnight tonight, we're going to be talking 60s and 70s with a chance for some rain overnight tonight. Here's a look at that future cast. It will be pretty much all throughout the day. Not everyone's going to see a complete washout all day long. It's going to be one of those things where, you know, here and there, there's going to be a couple just moving showers and thunderstorms pretty much all day, all evening, throughout the night, throughout the morning, you named it. So unfortunately, this just continues for a while because we've got this rain that is continuing and it's been almost, feels like it's relentless in the last several weeks. We do have a localized flooding potential today and tomorrow to be aware of, so nothing significant. Not really talking severe weather with any of this activity either, but it looks like we could pick up an additional 1 to maybe 3.5 inches depending on where you're watching from. I do want to also point out it's going to be a lot warmer by the time we get to next week. So notice finally starting to get into the 90s for Northwest Arkansas, and then eventually mid, maybe upper 90s here, not too far out for the River Valley. So finally going to start to feel like summer, but unfortunately, more rain. It's I wish I had better news just to be like, hey, we're going to be completely dried out. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things where the pattern's just going to keep going.
Yeah, and I kind of feel like maybe it's the rain keeping those temperatures from soaring so much. I keep fighting that whole 95, 98 degrees feels like 115. I'm just not into it, so.
I know, and as soon as that rain stops, here it comes, Joe.
I know. But, I mean, if you plan on spending a lot of time at the lakes, the rivers here in Arkansas, Oklahoma, you know, it's a thing.
If you're on the water, it doesn't count, right?
Right, because you can jump in and cool off.
Yeah, so we're still, just a reminder, we're still looking for friends with a pool and a boat. So if you have either of those, call us.
Yeah, we need some new friends around here.
Yeah, we do.
Definitely, for sure. Or motorcycle riding is always nice. You could cool off that way.
But you kind of need to, like, wrap up. At least
it's true.
Yeah, you need a helmet and a jacket.
Could you imagine wearing all of that when it feels like 110 outside?
I feel like with the wind going, it wouldn't be bad, but it's when you stop at the red light. How tough is that?
Yeah, you're just like waiting and waiting. All right, hey, thanks so much for joining us here on the Daily Brew on this Thursday. It is June the 12th. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
7 a.m. See you then.